Hey guys, so this is gonna be a different kind of a video where I talk about a TV show, and I don't think I've ever done a video like this before, but so we're gonna be talking about the show 911 Lone Star. You've probably heard of it. It takes place in Texas. Rob Lowe is in it. I started watching it as soon as it came out. I believe it came out, I know it was sometime when I was in middle school. Hold up. Okay, so it actually came out in 2020, so I was about 13 or 12, and it's ending. It's the 5th and final season. The final episode date is February 3rd. I believe next week on Monday is the last episode, and I need to talk about something that's bothering me in the show. And also, I have watched 911. It started when I was in 5th grade, and I've been watching it ever since because I used to watch it with The Resident, but The Resident ended and it's on Netflix now, but I stopped watching that show after Nick died because it pissed me off because that was my favorite character. So this is going to be a spoiler, so if you have not watched season 5 of 911 Lone Star, maybe don't watch this video, unless you don't care about spoilers, but I warned you, so don't attack me in the comments. So there's a character named Tommy Vega, and she had a husband named Charles, and she did date this guy Trevor for a while, but they went their separate ways, and that's fine. And she is an incredible character, an incredible woman. I love her so much. My best character, not my favorite, but she's the best character for real. So she had breast cancer, and it was like a lump in her breast, and well, she has 2 girls. They're like twins. I don't think she told them. So she has a brother, and they went to go see their uncle Julius for a week. So fast forward a bit, and her friends, Marjan and what's the other lady's name? The girl that Mateo was dating. I want to say Nancy. Is it Nancy? Yeah, Nancy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nancy. So, Marjan and Nancy went to go visit her and, like, try to cheer her up and shit, but, she was just, like, sad, understandably so. And so it showed that for a little bit of an episode, and Marjan, like, got married, and there's just all of these storylines going on. Like, Mateo gonna get deported, like, I know maybe y'all are trying to, like, mix real world events with the show because of everything that's going on with ICE, but, like, what is happening? And about, like, Captain Strand going to be the fire captain in New York. There's just, like, all of these storylines going on that are beginning when the show is literally ending, and I don't understand that, but whatever. That doesn't bother me that much as this does. So Captain Vega's breast cancer gotten worse. She went to she's wearing this thing on her head now, like her hair's falling out, and she went to the doctor. She's like, how's the scan look? And the doctor's like, it's not good, and like the lump got bigger, and it was like 1 millimeter away from her aorta on her heart, and so it just like it could rupture at any moment, and because it's so close to her heart, that would be bad. So she's like, how long do I have? Years? Months? Weeks? So she FaceTimed. So when she got home, she was lying on the couch, and she FaceTimed her girls, and she said, hey girls, and then since they were with her brother, Tommy Vega's brother, their uncle Julius, and they were at a boba place, and they were like, we're getting boba, and we got tickets to an Olivia Rodrigo concert on Friday, yay. So Tommy didn't tell them because she didn't want to put a damp on their mood, I guess. She was just like, love you, send me selfies. So after she hung up, she started crying, but then she, like, sat up because she started coughing. And then all of a sudden, this voice, you always looked so pretty when you cried. And she's like, and it's her dead husband, Charles. And he died of, like, a stroke in the chair or something. That was, like, a while ago. Like, season 3 or some shit. Season 2. So she was like, I'm hallucinating, you're not real, and this and that. And he's like, I am real. And then he kissed her. He's like, was that real? I don't even know, man. It was so weird. And so So she's like, am I dead? And no, she said, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm here to take you home. She's like, I don't want to die. I still have so much to do. Like, what about my girls? He's like, they're with their Uncle Julius, and Uncle Julius will take care of them. Like, okay. And so she's like, will let her. And he said, not any more than life does. And like, he was gonna cook her something. And she's like, what the fuck is happening? And so she lied on the couch, closed her eyes, and then it zoomed out on her. Like, just lying on the couch, and there was a sound of a clock ticking, and then it stopped. So the clock was probably her heart, and then it stopped. I'm just like, so what? So she died? That's fucking it? You have this heroic woman and all this, and you just decide to have her die like that by breast cancer, and like on the couch, like, and then it panned back to the 126, and there's already like this asteroid threat going on, so they're busy with that. But then like nobody calls her, nobody's checking up on her. Like, I don't even think they noticed she died. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, it just pisses me off because, like, she's just lying on the couch, rotting away. Nobody knows. That's how she died. Like, why? Oh my god. Dude, I'm telling you, the 911 writers are, Lone Star writers are going to hell because they didn't even let TK and Carlos adopt TK's little brother. Because Carlos is a Texas Ranger and TK is a paramedic, so their jobs are too high risk. Sorry guys, like, I'm not gonna make my whole YouTube channel about like TV shows and shit, but I think it's gotten to a point, like, I don't know, depends on how long you've been subscribed to me, but my channel's kind of just all about whatever I'm in the mood for, and right now I feel like yapping about this because it pisses me off. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're literally starting all of these really stupid storylines when the show is ending. It has this many episodes left. Eins. Uno. I just really hate the way that Tommy went out, because she deserved so much more. She deserved so much more. And don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on Grace leaving the show. They didn't kill her off. She had a calling to go on a mission trip in some country, so she left Judd, and now Grace and Judd's daughter Charlie is at her grandparents, because now that Grace is gone, Judd is having a really hard time of her being gone, and he's like drinking all the time and this, that, and Captain String got him help, but like, I don't get it. And like, the real reason why the actress, I think her name is Sierra, left the show was because like something about like not paid enough, or I'm not even sure why she left. I don't remember. But when I found out that she left, I was upset, but like I still watched the show, you know? But like, oh, it just pisses me. The main thing that pissed me off so bad is how Tommy went out. The other things pissed me off too. Marjan getting married to a man that we barely know about. Mateo getting possibly deported. I don't think he will, but Captain Strand doing the New York fire captain again. I don't think it's not gonna like show all this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of shit that pisses me off. But nothing pisses me off more than how they got Tommy Vega out. Like, why? Okay. On the lighter side of things, I really like how there was a non-binary character. It was this person named Jax, and they were stuck, and their friend was like, oh, help, they're stuck, and then Judd said they, and then their friend simply said, Jax is non-binary and uses they, them pronouns. And you know what Judd said? It's literally this simple. He said, gotcha, or got it, something like that. It's literally that fucking simple. And so, you know, another reason why I love that show so much is I think Paul is definitely like my top 3 favorite characters. Maybe I'll make a separate video about my favorite characters, but Paul's definitely up there because he's trans like me, and seeing a trans black superhero firefighter on TV is like the most awesome thing that I've ever seen. That, and also that trans superhero on Supergirl. What is her name? Dreamer. Dreamer. Yes, I watched Supergirl in like 2022, so my bad about it. But yes, those two things are absolutely amazing. So Paul helped Jax, and they became friends. And Paul's just like telling Jax all this stuff about like, I'm trans, so I know how it feels to like not be seen and be misunderstood and this and that. And Jax was like, oh yeah, so they just kind of like bonded. And I think that pissed me off was the ending, like with the fucking asteroids. Like, what? I just feel like, I don't know if that's realistic or not. I don't live in Texas. I never had like an asteroid threat. We never like talked about that shit. To me, that just sounds kind of fake, but I guess it could happen. I don't fucking know. But I guess if an asteroid were to hit, I don't know, the two possibilities in that scenario where it would either shatter into a million tiny pieces like rain and not affect anybody, or it would wipe out the whole, wherever it takes place, like the whole city. And I don't even know, like, what happened at the end. They were just fucking hiding under the fire trucks. Some people were grilling with their neighbors. Some people were running all over the place in the road with their cars. Some people were, like, the old people on the nursing home were just staring outside waiting. They were like, oh my god. Like, I don't even know. Like, at the end, like, it was like a big explosion of light, and Captain Strand, like, closed his eyes. Rob Lowe plays Captain Owen Strand, by the way. And he was just, like, closing his eyes. And I'm just like, oh my god, what is happening? So, yeah, that was my rant about 911 Lone Star. I do love that show from my heart, but it just pissed me off how they got rid of Captain Tommy Vega. And I'm gonna wrap this video up because I still have some shit to do. But yeah, so comment down below your guys' thoughts. Like, if y'all watched the show, I'm really curious to your perspective. I'm unbiased, so I'm not gonna bash your perspective. But yeah, please let me know in the comments what you think if you watch it. Bye. Bitch, what?